What's up there, YouTube goons, special people? So, today I'm going to give you a little story about old Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever they want to call him. I've had a couple encounters with that guy. So anyways, I was younger. I was about 14 years old. And we all decided to go for a little ride on our dirt bikes and shit. And I think there was Jason, Chad. There was probably about 5 of us, me being the youngest. Well, and Chad was about the same age as me. And there's another guy, Jason. He was about, I don't know, 18 years old. My brother's 3 years older than me. He was there too. And then Trevor, Eric. Yeah, there's quite a few of us. So we're out riding dirt bikes and shit, you know, and of course, you know, we want to find a place where we can smoke cigarettes because we're young and we want to hide. Well, and Jason bought the cigarettes because, you know, he's of age. So I was on my mom's four-wheeler, and my brother and them, you know, they were on their dirt bikes and shit. And we lived out in a long road, farm fields and this and that shit, out in the middle of the woods, pretty far out of town was our house on the river. So, we find this trail back behind this old abandoned barn, and we go down it, and then we come to this big clearing. There's like a big open area. It's like a pit, kind of. It's a perfect spot. So, you know, we all jump off our motorcycles and shit, and we're chilling, talking, bullshitting, and walking around smoking cigarettes and shit. And we see a little trail. Well, it wasn't too little, I mean, it was probably, I don't know, 3 people could stand side by side, you know, next to each other and fucking walk down this trail. It was pretty beaten down. Now, you gotta imagine, you know, we're deep out in the middle of the woods, so, I don't know, you know, the trail was obviously, at the time we didn't think about it, it was obviously way too big for, like, a deer or shit like that. So, we get walking down this trail, and fucking Chad says, "Oh, dude, what the hell? Look at this shit." So we all walk over there, you know, and we look, and there's a cow, a dead cow, and it's off into the bushes, and it's got the head ripped off, and some of the stomach, it wasn't all ripped open, but some of the stomach was, and it had been there a while, old, you know, but the head was ripped off. You're walking down a little bit farther, we found a deer head. We didn't find the body, and, you know, it had antlers and shit on it, and that was the weird thing. And then Jason's like, "Holy shit, dude, I wonder if a fucking bear's been back here or something." But, you know, all the years of living out there, I seen one bear, and it was across the river, and they're black bear. And I've never seen a bear or heard of a bear ripping a fucking deer's head off. I haven't. But we thought, oh yeah, it's a bear, right? Now that I'm older, I think, yeah, that was stupid. So, we're walking down this trail, you know, looking for shit. Now we're like, whoa, this is crazy, you know? And all of a sudden, we hear these big thuds, like, boom, boom. No, it's fucking weird. We're like, whoa, what was that, you know? And I'm not shitting you. I mean, the trees are probably about that big around. You know, they weren't huge trees, but they were about that big around. You know, tall, skinny ones. I forget what kind of trees they are. Maybe old cotton, little baby cottonwoods. I don't know. But they're pretty tall. And we're standing there, and we hear these big, you know, big thuds. And we're like, shit, you know, we're looking. Of course, you know, you're going to be looking around. You're in the middle of the woods. And all of a sudden, there's boom, 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 boom. I mean, it's loud. It's big bangs coming through the woods. And then all of a sudden, you could see the trees coming from a distance. They're moving over. Like, you know, they're not falling down, but they're moving out of the way. Like something's, like, running through the fucking woods. And all we seen coming through the bushes was this big black thing. And I'm gonna fucking tell you what. This, my friends, was no bear. This sumbitch was tall. huge. And the running it was making, I mean, these were goddamn thuds. Boom, 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 boom. And then now your trees crashing, pushing over and shit. Fuck, we hightailed it. We ran so fucking fast. We ran past the fucking motorcycles and left them cocksuckers in the woods. Yeah, it was ridiculous. So we ran home. We get my dad. We told him, hey, you know, there's something in the woods. It's huge, you know. We didn't think at first, you know, Bigfoot or whatever, but whatever it was. We were thinking, oh my God, this thing's huge. And my dad's like, I can't believe you idiots left your goddamn dirt bikes and shit in the woods. Now, you guys, well, I don't know what the hell you guys are dreaming or smoking. He says smoking. I thought that was pretty funny. So, anyways, we're telling him, you know, we are not going back into them woods. And, you know, you got Jason. He's way older than us, and he's telling him, hey, man, he's telling my dad, there's some shit in them woods. Something huge is back there. There's dead shit everywhere. I mean, it was ridiculous. And the way these trees were moving to the side, boom, boom, boom. What else would it have been? I mean, this thing was fucking huge. It was big, black. We didn't, you know, get to see the face. Obviously, you're not thinking of them fucking things. Stick around and be like, hey, what's that? Nobody's going to do that stupid shit. So, anyways, we get my dad finally. You know, because we told him we're not going back into those woods by ourselves. You know, we were scared. And so my dad gets, you know, his rifle and shit. And we go down there and we show my dad the trail and shit. And he was like, whoa, this is fucking weird. You know, and nothing came back out. We didn't see anything else. But, you know, we walked my dad down the trail. And yeah, the trees and shit were pushed to the side. There was fucking this log. I don't know, it's probably about this big, about that big around. Same size as the trees. That was kind of falling down in between the stump and the riverbed. Broken. It was broken in half. You could tell it's fresh. Like something ran right through it. Because it was a tree that was just like laying across the ground. You know, it's probably about 3-4 feet in the air. How it came across and landed on the stump. So it must have been a tree that fell. And fucking whatever it was ran right through that son of a bitch. I mean, boom. Ran right through it. And the trees were kind of fucking bent. Like, you know, like they got bent over a little bit. And you could see the dirt was a little bit uprupted, you know. It was pretty bizarre. And, you know, my dad did say, he goes, oh, I wonder if it was a Bigfoot. Then, you know, we thought, oh, yeah. You know, being kids, Bigfoot. But we did hear. At my dad's house, even the neighbors that said shit about it. You hear this screaming, but it wasn't a cougar. It was the weirdest noise. And now that I'm older and not, you know, I've seen shit and listened and, you know, researched shit now. That's probably Bigfoot screams. And, you know, I haven't been back there in years, and it's right next to my dad's house. And I've often thought, hey, maybe it lives back there. Maybe it's still there. You know, it's an old abandoned barn right there, deep in the middle of the woods. So obviously, this Bigfoot has killed people's fucking cows in their fields and shit and eaten them. I mean, I don't know what the whole head ripping off thing is. I don't know if that's a thing, or if anybody else has witnessed this shit, but that's pretty fucking bizarre. And, you know, we had another occurrence. Me and my buddy Lance, we were in the river, down on the river up in Salton Basin. If you know where that is, a lot of weird shit goes on up there. We come across a little house back there. And I should save this for another story, but I can't help it. We ran across a little house back there. No, I'm not shitting you. There was a car back there. Around this house. We didn't go in the house. This is just, it was so weird. Because there's a car back there. And let me tell you, there's trees everywhere. There was no trail. There was no possible way to get this car back there. What, from a helicopter? I think not. Bullshit. This is the weirdest fucking shit. And we found clothes. There was like clothes all over the place in the fucking woods. Shotgun shells. There was like shells on the ground. girls' clothes. It was weird, man. It was weird. And this was out in the middle of nowhere, but, you know, and there was another place out there that we found. It was like a little, it was weird because it was like an old, I don't know, wood stove, I would say. But it was built out of bricks and rocks, and it was like almost like a chimney. But this is out in the middle of the woods. And it had all this satanic shit written all over it and shit. But anyways, me and Lance are back there fucking around. Walking towards the river through the woods. And we see this fucking thing run in the woods. I mean, it was big. At first, I thought it was a fucking horse. But how ridiculous does that sound? A wild fucking horse in Washington down by the river? I think not. And, I mean, it was fucking big. And, you know, you don't stick around and fucking, hey, what is that? You know? You haul ass. You know? So, my buddy Lance heard it. He didn't see it. But I took off running, and I ran like a son of a bitch. I mean, this thing was big and brown. And it's, you know, the bushes are so thick that when you see something off to the corner of your eye, I couldn't say it was a bear. I seriously doubt it was a bear. But it was fucking big. And there's no fucking grizzly bears and shit out there. But, man, I ran. And that son of a bitch, when we stopped Lance, man, he was so out of breath. He said, oh, my God. Did you see it? What was it? And I'm thinking, dude, whatever it was either as big as a horse or bigger. That was ridiculous. But I've yet to fucking... And I've always wondered about going back out there. We tried to find that place again. You know, the woods are so big. We tried to find that house again to show my brother. We couldn't find it. Couldn't find it. I mean, you could get... We've been lost out there. Me and my cousin Heather and Nick, we got lost in the woods. I mean, fuck. Oh, yeah, they were crying and shit. But that's for another story. I mean, we have so much shit going on out there. It's ridiculous. But hey, man, if you want to hear more video or more stories, this is real factual shit. I don't know why it happens to me. People even say things are attracted to you, and I'll tell you what they are, because I got some more fucking even better, exciting things to tell you. And this is no bullshit. I even give you the locations where you can go check this shit out yourself. I mean, I found a whirlpool. I'm talking a big one. Perfect circular wall, whirlpool. I mean, 30 feet up, and it's like this hole is like drilled, and it comes down these waterfalls, and this hole looks like it's drilled out. I mean, it is perfectly round, rock wall, and it's a whirlpool in the middle of the woods. No joke. In the fucking middle of the woods, a goddamn whirlpool. No joke. But that's another story for another day. You guys want to hear more shit? Give me some likes. Ask me if I want to, you know, what other stories you want to hear about. It's probably happened to me. I don't know shit. So, all right, man. You guys have a good one. Give me some likes. Share my videos. Thank you.